Hi everyone, I'm Bevan Fletcher, Senior Reporter with CED Magazine, and I'm here at the Cable Tech Expo in Atlanta with Eli Kajianos, MSO Practice Leader of Ciena, and we're about to talk cable and fiber deep. So Eli, you're with cable operators every day. Tell me, what are you seeing in the industry right now?
Well, we're seeing the MSOs looking at protecting their existing customer bases and finding new services and new capabilities to attract new customers. They're looking to expand into verticals that currently aren't in, and they're looking for infrastructure that enables that ability. They're trying to create value for their customers, and as a result, generate value for their shareholders. So we're talking a lot about how this network evolves for them to be able to actually implement that type of capability.
Okay, so how can they leverage or prepare their networks to reliably handle this diverse set of new and existing customers and services?
Well, as they deploy this type of capability, the network is becoming a lot more complex. And within that complexity, understanding what's actually happening in the network is very important. So being able to extract information about what's happening right now, understanding what's happened in the network and what has happened historically, being able to extract that data, being aware of what is happening in the network is very important. And then being able to take that data and do analytics and analysis in order to get more predictive about what is going to happen in the network is paramount. Last week we announced adaptive IP. These are investments that Ciena is making from a portfolio perspective to give these carriers, to give these MSOs the ability to understand what's happening in the network more proactively.
Okay, so how does the customer's need for increased speed and capacity because of things like OTT content and next generation applications like AR and VR and gaming, how is that impacting the access network?
It's putting a lot more strain on the access networks today. So if you look at what the type of infrastructure that the MSOs have deployed traditionally, it's been the most efficient and effective way to deliver high bandwidth services to customers and at a cost-effective rate. So that's why they have such a large penetration of broadband customers in North America today. But they're seeing that as they try to evolve the network to something that's a lot more scalable, as they look at the new services that are coming down the pipe, they're realizing that the topology that they have in place needs to evolve. And they're looking at things like distributed access architecture as a solution that will allow them to expand their access networks to be able to deliver the services of the future. What that does, though, as you distribute this functionality closer to the customer, is it creates a more complex, sophisticated network. And being aware of what's happening in that network and having infrastructure that allows them and enables them to be able to deploy that type of sophistication is very important. And that's what we're talking a lot to this customer base about. How are they going to evolve and take advantage of the next set of functions and equipment that will be available to them to be able to deliver these services in a more efficient way.
And so kind of going off that, let's talk a little bit about complexity. What is Ciena doing to help reduce complexity?
So in that type of environment, you're introducing complexity not only from an operational perspective, but from a network perspective as well. There's just a lot more components in the network, and the functionality is migrating. So Ciena is concentrating on physical products that do aggregation and transport better. We're also, like I mentioned before, looking at tools that will help customers become more aware of what is in their network and how they're operating it. So we're trying to hit it from both perspectives. And the announcement that we made last week about the adaptive IP network is a perfect example. It's a building block of the adaptive network and how Ciena is introducing capabilities that will help the MSOs be able to deploy these types of networks effectively.
Okay, great. Okay, so to kind of wrap things up, could you touch a little bit on evolving network trends like distributed access and fiber deep architectures?
You're going to see a lot more of that. Ciena is very committed to fiber deep, to distributed access architecture. We are producing products to help them push that functionality closer to the end user. We're developing software that will enable that. And you're going to see a lot more in the form of portfolio evolution from Ciena's perspective as we try to develop products and services to help enable those types of evolutionary steps for the MSOs.
Okay, great. Well, Eli, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll look forward to seeing how these trends continue to impact the industry in the future.
Thank you.